Hi guys, and welcome to the Perfect Posture workout on the Cardiogym. So this is a 20-minute workout designed to work on the muscles that we need to strengthen, lengthen and support to help us correct and develop perfect posture. Now most of us spend a lot of our time in a forward position, whether we're working at a desk on our laptop, whether we're tending when working with our kids, or whether we're cleaning our houses. We spend a lot of time in really poor posture. So today, our focus is going to be strengthening for the upper back, opening for the chest, strengthening our core muscles, as well as getting in our much needed cardio exercise using the Cardiogym. So let's get going. Okay, first thing is we want to get set up onto our Cardiogym bike to make sure we get the best, safe and effective workout. So first thing is to take a seat, push your hip bones back and sit back against the back support, up nice and tall. Now we need to adjust the length of the saddle and the frame to make sure we get a good workout. The best way to test this is to push down and take a couple pedals. So as you cycle round, we want the heel pushing down at the bottom and we still want a slight bend in our knee at the midpoint. So as we lengthen out, the leg's still got a little bit of power and then it pulls back. So it's a nice smooth motion. All right, from here I'm going to get you to touch your quick start. And I'm going to get you to reach in and grab your handles. We're going to take 2 minutes just to get ourselves warmed up. So first of all, let's just get into the front of the arms and into the biceps. Nice and easy, and let's just get ourselves moving and let's get going. So we sit up nice and tall. Let's get the legs going and we take it really easy in our warm-up. We've got a light weight on the stack and it's all about just getting mobility, getting the blood flowing and getting some life into our body. So heels push down on the bike, body nice and tall. We draw the belly in slightly and we're just going to get moving. All right, from here we're going to take the hands out nice and wide into our fly. So palms face in and then we open and we draw into the center. So it takes a little bit of coordination to keep the legs going and to keep the arms moving as well. But that's why we do the warm-up. So we prepare the body and we prepare the mind for the work ahead of us. So just facing in, nice and open through the chest, and then control the movement back in. All right, you've got about another 10 seconds here, and then we're going to switch it around. Good. All right, we're taking this now into the tricep kickback. So just lengthen back and draw in. So our mission is to get moving. We want to try and push a little bit of pace on the bike so that the heart rate comes up. So we're getting our cardio work in as well as strengthening and developing our upper body and of course working on that perfect posture. So lengthen back and pull into waist height. Good, palms are facing up the way. Just another couple seconds. All right, our final one. Let's take the elbows in and let's go into that row. So again, it's light. It's easy so far. It's just about getting us moving. Palms face in, elbows come back. We start to move through the shoulders. We get the legs going and we get into that workout. We got 10 more seconds here in our warm-up. So just a nice big range of motion and we should be ready to get going. All right. All right guys, so now we're going to start to take our focus into the upper back. So all we start with is 1 minute here in the seated row. Now you probably want to add some weight on from your warm-up. So going up for another 5 to 10 pounds would be a good place to go. We're going to work a little bit heavier, but we're going to work in short periods so we build the strength in the body. So let's keep the legs moving. Heels are pushing down and facing into the stack. Palms face in as we hit the row. So we squeeze between the shoulder blades and lengthen out. Good, we got about another 30 seconds to go in this one. So we're working the upper back, and that's really important for our posture to keep the upper back strong. We spend so much of our day facing forwards and not using these muscles that it's important that we strengthen them as we work out to help correct and develop our posture. Good, just a couple more seconds here and we're going to move on. Now we stay with the row, but we're coming to a wide row. So face your palms down and pull the elbows back. We stay working through the upper back, but now we target more of the back of the shoulder too. Keep the chin in line, eyes facing forwards, chest lifted as we go, elbows leading out nice and wide. So I want you to feel the difference here, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and every time you pull back, feel a pinch between your shoulder blades. So really squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. We don't just want to switch off from the workout and let it go. Let's focus on every rep that we do. So we get stronger, controlled movements. Good, we got about 10 seconds here. So squeeze and draw it in. Squeeze and in. Now, drop your hands down and we're still going to work wide. Again, you're going to feel that a little bit differently. Palms face down, elbows sweep back. We come to the wide row. But this time, hands are away from the shoulder height. They're coming more in towards the middle of your rib cage as they pull back. You'll feel the work shift to the lower section of your upper back, right in behind your shoulder blades as we go. So we're still strengthening this section of our upper body. 30 seconds to go here. Big squeeze, elbows are low and wide. So your hands are coming out wide of the body. You've got about 20 seconds left. Hold on. We're nearly there in this first blast for your upper back. So we target lots of different directions, lots of different rows to get the most from all the muscle groups. Good. Give me one more and we are through. All right, so let's take the work now into a combination. We're going to come out wide and then we're going to curl in front. So we're working the back of the shoulder and we're working the front of the arm. So again, we focus on controlled movement all the way throughout. So turn the palms, palms in, turn the palms out wide. Palms up and in, down and wide. So we're working all through the shoulders, strengthening the back of the shoulder, working and shaping the front of the arm as we work and helping to correct the posture. So turn in and up, open and wide. In, up, down, open. Good. We've got another minute in this combination work. So it's about building endurance and building strength in the body. So posture, we need endurance as well as we need strength because we want to stay in perfect posture all throughout our day. So we need the muscles to get stronger and to be able to keep going for much longer to keep us in good posture all day. Good, so we've got about another 40 seconds here. Squeeze in, open out. Good. In, squeeze, and then open. So the little combination work as well takes some of the pressure away from the upper back, lets us shape the front of the body, but then also keeps us working and keeps us strong. All right, 20 seconds left here. In and out. Good. Palms up and out. Beautiful. Let's try and get in. Another 2. All right, one more here. In and out. All right, bring it in. One more round in that wide row just to work the final section. Hands wide and high. Good, so we work the upper back, the back of the shoulders in our final burst here. Let's keep the legs moving. Let's keep the pressure on so the heart rate stays high. Your hands are coming up high and wide, out in front and in line with your shoulders. Pinch between your shoulder blades. Feel everything start to work. Everything should be heating up now as we work the upper back. Pull back high and wide, get the squeeze. 20 seconds left to go. So we're not taking a break yet. We're gonna push, we're gonna build up the endurance, build up the stamina of the muscle, and we keep going. 10 seconds here. Open up. Good, 5 more, and we're there. Good, give me 1 more, and we're through. Okay, so this time I'm gonna get you to come up out of your saddle, and we're gonna start to work in the oblique twist. So I need you to sit right up tall on your sit bones. Your back is now up supported, so we're using the upper back and the lower back muscles to support ourselves, and we're opening and working through the shoulders, getting a little twist for the waist as we work through the obliques. So have a look, we're not sitting back, it's not nice and relaxed, we're gonna support the body, we're gonna work on the posture, and then we're gonna take this twist. It's almost like pulling a bow and arrow, drawing that elbow back high and wide, and getting a little twist from the waist and from the rib cage to work the body. And again, we gotta keep the feet moving to keep the heart rate up. So we open and we draw in. 10 seconds to go here. All right, I want you to stay up nice and tall for me. There's no breaks in this round. Stay up sitting nice and tall. Take the handles in together. Maybe grab the fabric on one side. We're gonna twist and draw to the center. Twist and draw to the center. Now you can soften your elbows a little bit here. Keep the belly locked in. You may want to slow your pace down on the bike, but keep your legs moving. We want to try and keep the hips square, the pedals going as we work through the waist and through the obliques. So we twist, come to the center. So we're working the back, we're working the waist, we work the core muscles, we challenge the muscles that help build and support our posture, the ones that help protect our spine and move our body as we go. And we keep the heart rate up by keeping the legs moving, and we keep pedaling through. 10 seconds here, guys. So twist, draw it in. All right, we have 1 more minute. Grab both handles again, still sitting up nice and tall. We're coming into that bow and arrow move. So legs still going. Pull back, lengthen out in front. So I want you to control it, feel it in your waist. You should be feeling it in your upper back. You may feel it in the front of your legs as well. That's good, it means it's working. Your hip flexors are working, your upper back is working, your lower back is working to keep you tall, and of course your shoulders are working as we pull back on our bow and arrow before we let it fly. You have got 20 seconds left here. Stay strong in this round as we really work through the body, strengthening, lengthening, and developing that posture. So open, good, 5 seconds. Let's do 1 on each side. Last one, and draw it in. Release. All right, guys, so we've turned the bike. We're now gonna work in the mobility for the front of the body. So let's start with a minute here, just in our chest fly. So we squeeze the hands in and we open out nice and wide. Now our focus here is about mobilizing through the shoulders and getting the stretch in the chest, as well as getting stronger in the front of the body. So you may want to go a little bit lighter in the weights for this session, just so that we can actually work on the range of motion as well as the strength for the body. Remember, perfect posture, we're all about stretching and lengthening areas of our body that generally get tight, and developing strength in the other areas of our body that can get a little bit weaker. So the chest is one of the areas that can get a little bit tight. So here we're using the chest fly to open the range of movement and stretch through the body. So just nice and open. Just give me 1 more and we're going to move on. All right, palms facing, we're going into the shoulder pullover. So again, it's about developing strength, but also about increasing range of motion and flexibility. I want you to sit nice and tall. Try and keep your eyes facing forwards, your chest lifted, palms down, and wrists are nice and strong. We're going to pull back and draw in. So as you pull back, I want you to feel a little stretch and then control the move and come in. Legs still going, we're still cycling, so we're still keeping the heart rate up. We're getting our cardio work in, but we're getting through that flexibility into the upper body. So we're opening everything out again. Think of it as being a nice big stretch and then control on the way down. All right, 15 more seconds here. just to open up and draw back in. So feel the length and then come in. Good. We are nearly there. Give me one more. All right, this time a little combo. Open out, come in, pull back and in. So we open for the stretch and then we lift up. Good. So open the chest, open nice and wide, palms in and then up. Good. So the palms face each other, pull in, turn, and then palms facing down as we go through. So we're getting that mobility, we're working through the shoulder, we're opening up the upper body, and we're still working the muscles and getting stronger as well. Because to correct our posture, we still want to keep the whole body strong, we just need to bring more focus into some areas. All right, 15 seconds here. So open out nice and wide, and then lift open, stretch up, lengthen, good. Let's try and go 2 more. Come up, let's do 1 more for your last burst. Open, palms in, open up, and draw it in. Well done. All right, now drop the elbows in. Elbows come in close, hands in front of the body. We're just gonna work into a round of crunches. So tuck your chin in and think about dropping your rib cage down in towards your hips. Now the legs are still going here. We're squeezing the abs and we're lengthening. So to get stronger in our posture, we need to be strong in our core. The abs are the front of the body, make up our core muscles, so we're gonna work to strengthen them now too. Elbows tuck in. Think about trying to get your elbows to touch your hips and then open back. Draw your chin in slightly and keep the hands in nice and tight to the body. That's gonna stop your handles from sliding around. So you get the work focused right under your rib cage, squeeze down and open up. Good, you've got 10 more seconds here. Open, lock in. Open, drop down. Let's do 2 more. Your last one here, and we're gonna move straight on. Take the hands in front. We're gonna work into the back of the arms and the triceps. So we want the whole body to be strong. Squeeze the elbows in. Elbows at shoulder height. Palms are facing away. Wrists are nice and strong. And we're going to target the back of the arms. So really keep that fixed. Think about the control, keeping the whole body still as we target the small muscles in the back of the arm. Squeeze your elbows in together for a little bit more. A little more burn for the back of the arms means a better shape and a better result. All right, guys, you've got about 20 seconds left here. Control the move. Squeeze the elbows in. Good, 10 more seconds. So nice and strong from the wrists, nice and strong through the body, nice and tall. 1 more. Beautiful. You can keep your legs moving. Gently release back with your handles. All right, and we're coming straight down off the bike. Okay, guys, come straight down onto the mat, onto the floor, and we're gonna work into the upper back. So, feet just as wide as your hips, toes down. Bring your fingertips in beside your ears. We have the back extension. Tucking in the chin, we're gonna just lift and lower. So we squeeze the butt. We're keeping the butt nice and tight. The toes on the ground. We feel the work for the middle and lower sections of the back. Now, as you do this, I want you to listen to my voice and keep your chin tucked in, keeping your eyes facing towards the mat. Just lift and lower. Lift and lower. When you come down, come only 3/4 of the way down and then come back up. So we're not taking the pressure off the lower back. We're working on the stamina and the strength for those muscles. Squeezing for the butt cheeks, working the lower back and tucking that chin in so the neck is in line. Good, you have about another 15 seconds here and we're going to take that final challenge. Good, squeeze nice and tight. Let's try and do 2 more in this round. All right, from here, elbows come in underneath your shoulders. You can leave your knees on the ground, but lift your hips up to your plank position. We've got 1 minute here. Now, dig the elbows down, push the forearms into the ground, and lift your chest. Your hips and shoulders are trying to be level. You're pulling your belly button tight towards your spine. You're bracing your abs. Now, this is the first level. We have about another 40 seconds still here. So if you want to challenge yourself, just tuck the toes under, squeeze the front of your legs, squeeze your butt, squeeze your belly in nice and hard, and stay here. So we have 35 seconds to go. Hold nice and strong. Hold nice and tight. Dig the elbows in. Remember, if you feel pressure or pain in your lower back, drop your knees down. Do as much as you can. Keep focusing on bracing in that belly and holding nice and strong. So we work the core muscles that protect the lower back and really help strengthen our posture. All right, guys, we are nearly there. Hold on. 5 seconds. And release. Well done. All right, guys, let's get stretched out. So all I'm going to get you to do, bring your knees in, stretch your arms out in front, and then sit your butt back towards your heels. You can let your head relax down through the center, and then creep your fingertips away just a little bit more so we get a nice big stretch underneath the arm and through the lower back. Good, just relax here for a little second. All right, walk the hands back in, and then I want you to shift your body weight forwards, coming into a little square, or we call table position. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. All I'm going to get you to do is to tuck your chin in, round through your back, and curl your spine as much as you can. Push your hands into the floor and feel that stretch between your shoulder blades. All right, now we go the other way. So we're going to lift the head. We're going to open the front of the body. Think about pushing the hands down and bringing your rib cage forwards as you arch through the back. Remember, if you've got any issues with your lower back, or this doesn't feel comfortable, take it to the place that feels right for you. Think about opening just through the front of the body. All right, we have 2 more of these. Draw your chin in, rounding through, hips come forwards, push into the hands, and then rounding through the upper back as much as we can. Good, and then head lifts up, and we go the other way. So arching through the back, pushing the heels of the hands, bring the rib cage and the chest forwards, and then eyes straight ahead. Good, so we just open up right underneath our rib cage and all through this front section of our body. Okay, from here, sit back in towards your heels. If this isn't comfortable, you can bring yourself around fully into seated. We're just going to take the fingertips in behind and we're going to open out through the chest. So when we come to work in our posture, we want to really open the chest out, because when we sit forward all day, this is the area that can get tight. So we pull the chest open, shoulders come back, and we're going to spend a little bit longer stretching this section just to help balance out the body again and to really help us get stronger. Good. Now we did do a lot of work for the upper back today, so we're going to take a little stretch for there as well. Let the hands come forwards, draw your chin down towards your chest, push your elbows and your palms away, and just feel that stretch. So think about that stretch coming all the way across the midsection of your back. Good. And then just releasing. Give the shoulders a nice big roll out, and then gently bring yourself back up to standing. All right, so let's just release out for the legs. So remember, you can use your bike to help support you. So let's take the heel in towards the hip. Try and bring the knees together, the hips square forwards, and let's just release for the front of the thighs. So this is where we take a lot of the work and we power through for our pedals using the big muscles in the front of the legs. So we just release them now. Good. Release down, and then you can use the other side. Remember, you can flip around, so you can always have that bike to help support you, or you can try and challenge your balance and take it into one leg. Knees together, hips square to the front. Good. All right, let's release that. So the feet just a little wider than your hips. Take one hand onto your waist. We're going to lift up and just push the hip over, setting the fingertips away. So we did a lot of twists and a lot of work for the obliques today. So we're going to stretch out. We're going to lengthen them. Reach your fingers away, push the hip in the opposite direction, and then feel that length coming all the way through the side of the body and out. Good, and then to the other side. So lift up nice and tall, push the hip away, and then reach the fingers over and feel that stretch through the side of the body. All right, one final stretch. A nice big scoot down, push your palms up, lift up and lengthen. Think about opening the front of the rib cage, stretching and growing taller, and then bring the hands in. Give your shoulders a nice big roll. Slide them back and down so you're in perfect posture, and then give yourself a clap. Well done, guys. You just completed your perfect posture workout.